Sega.
Oh, what a great sound! What a great logo, and what a great sound they created for it. I remember the old Sega commercials where they had the guy yell "Sega."
I miss those too.
Those
Well,
were
what
good
is
days.
it with Sonic games? It just bring us together. The bonds that are stronger. It's almost as if it makes us a team. A team of heroes.
A team of Sonic heroes?
No, that sounds dumb.
Yeah, we should just scrap it. But that's what Sega's here to do.
Oh man, I wonder what was going through the heads of Yuji Naka and his team as they made this game.
I mean, this is technically Sonic Adventure 3. Like that's how this was conceptualized. I think that was like the name they gave it in pre-production. But the producer, not Yuji Naka, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, I'll rock the wiki. But he was afraid that calling it Sonic Adventures 3 would turn off a lot of players. Like, newcomers that he wanted to bring to the series, so...
Yeah, I remember reading an interview that they wanted to incorporate more, like, the stories weren't connected like an Adventure, how Adventure's always like that Tarantino, everything's going on while something else is going on. Like, this was going to be just like 4 standalone stories. And then they all just meet up at the end.
Which is... I mean, we'll see this happen as we get into it, but what do you think of the quote-unquote overlapping stories? Like, you know, all 4 teams facing, like, the same boss, theoretically at the same time. Like, that doesn't make sense, right?
With the plot twist at the end, you could easily argue that they were just on 4 different, like, sides of the stage, fighting copies of the same boss. Technically. But it's one of those you have to have, like, a little bit of disbelief to the idea. It's like, I mean, maybe, you know, they were just kind of rolling with it.
I think they wanted to have their cake and eat it too, where they would have like overlapping stories, but without creating the work of having to write 4 separate overlapping stories.
Yeah.
Also, it was the game's director Takashi Iizuka who decided to move away from the adventure formula. Not the adventure formula, but just like the idea of it and the name. I take it you recorded this on the PlayStation 2, because the graphics look a little sharper than my GameCube recordings.
The graphics look sharper where it does, but the gameplay suffers for it badly.
That's what I've
This
heard.
is so weird to me, like how like the hero story starts. It's like, hey, I'm inviting you to come stop me.
I mean...
And he calls them Sonic Heroes. That's the worst part.
They're gonna call me Dr. Eggman? Well, fine. I'm gonna give them their own label and see how they deal with that.
Just using a nice big impact font throughout that whole letter. I'm like, oh no, Eggman. I mean, come on. You're a doctor. Use a serif one, please.
At least it wasn't Comic Sans. I'm more impressed with the fact that Eggman managed to create paper that has motion to it. Like,
you know,
man,
it's magic.
The original GIF.
Oh god. Yeah, this is a Sonic Hero story.
Yeah, the medium mode of the between Rose, Sonic, and Team Dark. Team Sonic is the sort of the in between easy and hard mode.
Yeah, you get like a full breadth of the stage, but it doesn't actually have all the hard parts they threw in just to kind of mess with you.
Yeah, and we should probably make mention on the Knights of the Ending channel, Team Sonic and Team Chaotix will be airing here, and on the 3 Amiibros, that's where Team Rose and Team Dark are going to be featured. So yeah, when I was going through Team Rose's story, man, it still catches me off guard how short those levels are.
Yeah, no, I did a few like post hand because like, you know, I'll need to have it all done to do like the final part.
Yes.
Some of those are so short, and I don't know why, but like I feel like Amy runs worse than like all the other kind of like speed characters.
That's interesting. I haven't gone through the Team Dark recording yet, so I can't really compare it. And it's been years since I've played as Team Sonic. Because whenever I go
feel
back,
like a strange like dissonance from what you remember to what you were playing. It's like I remember this playing a little better.
You know what? I think about that for a lot of old games that I played back in the day, like a Crash Twinsanity. I remember 100%ing as a kid and like beating that in a literal weekend because I borrowed it from Blockbuster for like 3 days, and like I remember nailing that game and having a great time with it, 100%ing it. Like, yeah, this is a fantastic game. But I revisited it about a year ago, and God, did I have problems. Like the controls, it just wasn't the same thing I remembered.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of like it's got to be like, you know, rose-colored nostalgia glasses, I imagine.
I'm sure that's part of it, or maybe I just had better reflexes when I was younger.
We are old.
Or it could just be that this PS2 version does have like its own jank. There are some like major like collision bugs that pop up.
Oh, right on cue.
Yes, just right through it.
Yep, as if it was never even there.
Oh man.
Oh, the I'm seeing a lot of like minor differences between the versions, like the sleeping Zs.
I like Zed better.
Oh, excellent, Zed. The sleeping sort of speech bubble over the egg ponds there. They look a little more detailed than the sleeping signs on the GameCube version.
That's where all the extra money went, all the extra like frames.
All that extra development time.
I remember reading that they actually were having more trouble porting it to the PS2 and Xbox than they thought, because up until that point, you know, they had did Dreamcast and then just porting those games over to GameCube. This
was the first multi-platform Sonic game, yeah. Yeah, and they did. I remember reading that too. They had a ton of problems trying to get it to work. Oh, also, I saw you go through one of those speed rings, which are technically supposed to propel you upwards, but that one just sent you like flying to the right.
Yeah.
And that's how you ended here.
Yes. That is exactly what happened. Also at this point, I forgot that depending on which character you go into a cannon with, it actually gives you a different kind of response.
Yes, that's right. With Team Sonic, it sends you to like generally speed path. I think the flying character.
What it is speed character sends you just like straight as path. Mm-hmm. Flying character actually launches you up, and usually to like a secret path.
Yes.
You have to aim with the strength character, and I always hate doing that.
It's because it's so precise. And the game never tells you that you can do that. Like, you sort of have to figure out on your own. And, oh god, I can't remember which level it was, like, as a kid. But there was a time when you had to use, like, the power character to get to somewhere specific. And I just had no idea that was the mechanic for the cannons.
They don't have a lot of direction whenever it comes to those ones. Mm-mm. Like, that's why I like speed characters. Like, alright, go.
Yeah, it's like, there. Automated, as it should be. I do that quite a lot in my playthrough too. Just switching to the power character to line up the springs with everyone.
Oh yeah, I mean it gives you the extra rings. Also, like whenever like you do jump, you can always just like turn your friends into fists and just throw them at the enemy.
Couldn't do that in the classic games.
I would take an updated Sonic 3 and Knuckles, where Knuckles just wears Sonic and Tails' boxing gloves.
My fan fiction is coming to life. There was I can't remember if this was last year or the year before that, but someone did try to make a Sonic fan hack called like Sonic Heroes 2D, where like it's basically like the Sonic Heroes mechanics of you play 3 characters as once and you can switch between them, but all like in classic Genesis sort of 2D style.
Huh.
Yeah, I'll see if I can look that up. Sonic Heroes 2D fan hack? Question mark?
Would that be kind of like maybe like an offshoot of the Advance 3 kind of formula? I mean, you can only have 2 people on that one.
Yeah, you could only have 2 people. Like, this one was a little more... Like, it moved away from the advanced form. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Sonic 2 Heroes is what it's called. Yeah, it's... I mean, it looked. Oh, okay, I see how it is. So you actually play in the classic zones. It looks like the developer used Sonic 2 as their baseline, and yeah, they just included like you could play as Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, and rotate between them for different powers.
Huh.
Yeah, so it's a nice reimagining of Sonic 2.
Man, I love it when they like Sonic fan games are like base Sonic 2. Like I don't know why. Like maybe it's just because I play that one the most. It just always just feels the best to me.
You know what? I think the fan hacking community is so oversaturated with Sonic 1 hacks that they just have to move on. Like you can
I
only
noticed
see
there's not that
Green
many
Hill
Sonic
Zone.
3 fan hacks. It is like a lot of Sonic 1s.
I wonder if that deals with the programming. I don't know. I've never hacked a game before.
Yeah, right. A lot of times I'm like, I just wanted the English translation hack, please. Can I have that?
No, that's $5 extra DLCs there.
You know what? I would pay that. I would pay for like to download like a Japanese game off Japanese PSN. It's like, all right, $5 for English. Yes, take it.
Take my money, you fools. Just give us the option. Oh, and here we have our Team Blast. Yeah, look at that. Blast processing. That's not a thing on the PlayStation.
You know what? It should be. It's totally missing out.
Well, I can't remember if we've talked about this before, but like blast processing was just like it wasn't actually like a real function of the Sega Genesis back in the day. It was more like a, I think it was like just, it had a different name, but somewhere in the manual they called it blast processing, and Sega at the time was like, we need something to go up against the SNES's Mode 7 graphics. So they hired some guy to read through the Sega Genesis manual and just spin something, and holy cow, that emblem animation is way more detailed than the GameCube's.
Yeah, but it takes it like there's frame skipping, and then it takes a longer time to load.
Oh, fun.
Also, these special stages on the PS2 version are terrible.
I mean, look, these things are terrible to begin with. The half pipe needs to stop. If I see them again in the next Sonic in Sonic Mania, I'm still gonna play.
You did
but
get to play Sonic Mania. Did they have the special stage available to play?
No, they didn't have special stages available. You could only play a Casinopolis, or no, Studiopolis, or the remix of Green Hill, or was it Emerald Hill Zone? Can't remember off the top of my head.
Shade of Green Hill.
Shade of Green Hills. But yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. Looking forward to the game. It's far more open-ended than I was expecting. Like, you know, usually with the classic Sonic games, I expect 3 paths in general, like, you know, upper level, lower level, and, you know, something in the center. But this one, it felt a lot. I love how the background just completely disappears there for a second.
You know, you don't need it.
No, it's gone. Not enough RAM. But yeah, from what I gathered from playing Sonic Mania at the Switch preview event, there's a lot more paths to explore than just like 3.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to it. Almost there.
Yeah, almost there. And it's for the Switch now. I imagine you already pre-ordered it?
Yeah, I already had it pre-ordered for PS4.
Yeah, same.
I might get the Switch version though. Like, I may cancel it. Just like, you know what? No, Switch anyway. I'm really enjoying the Switch.
You're gonna switch to the.
I don't get it.
Damn it! Yeah, no, the Switch is absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, have you just been playing Zelda? Because I think you also have Bomberman now.
Yeah, and I played a little bit of Bomberman and a little bit of Blaster Master Zero, but most of the time it's been dedicated to Zelda.
Yeah, how is Blaster Master Zero?
It's fine. I never played the original, so it doesn't actually help with any like of the guiding problems that like classic NES or NES games had. So I get lost super easy.
But none of that matters because you have Zelda.
I'll get back to it eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, that game is taking my life away. And absolutely no regrets. It's a damn
What if
good
Sonic
game.
Forces will play any good on the Switch?
Ooh. Wait, how much time do we have left of this video? Okay.
Not enough.
Nowhere near the amount of time we need to discuss Sonic Forces. Hey, but you got 4 1-ups. Congratulations.
Oh yeah, because I'll need them. I'm sure down the line.
I straight up cut any special stages I got out. I'm like, nope, nope. We don't need
Eventually,
to see
I stopped doing the first half of I guess you'd call it the first act special stage, because you don't get the emerald in those ever.
No,
it's only the even number ones.
Right.
So I don't even like bother trying to get that key either. It's like, nope, don't even care.
Nope, it's just gonna be a waste of loading time. Nice, Sonic.
Yeah.
Straight into the wall.
Straight into the wall.